What is up, guys? Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and yes, welcome to another RetroArch tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be covering how to download PlayStation ISOs, or the games themselves, and how to install them within RetroArch to be played. So if you guys haven't seen the previous videos, I would recommend watching those before you get to this point, just so you have a good understanding of what is going on. And I do apologize for this being a rather intensive series of videos, but there is a lot to cover. And after this video, yes, it will be the PS3 controller time. I will show you guys how to configure it and how to use it with this emulator. And it doesn't work for just it works for the PlayStation games, but it also works for every other core. It works for Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. The PS3 controller will work for all, and then in an upcoming video we will be doing the Wii Mote and even the Wii Classic Mote. So this is definitely an awesome series. But back on point here, yes, we're going to be downloading a PlayStation game. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just go ahead and go to Cool ROM, and we're going to go ahead and select ROM files. And let's scroll down here until we see Sony PlayStation there at the bottom. And like the other tutorial, you do have browse by letter, browse by genre. You have your top 25 downloaded, and you do have your top 25 rated. What should we try out for this video? What would be a fun game for this video? Final Fantasy, I don't know, let's see. What else do we have here? There's Pepsi Man there, for those of you that have been asking. I have Crash Bandicoot. I already have that. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to do Final Fantasy here. So go ahead and select whatever ROM you'd like to download. It's technically a ISO, to be more technical. It's not actually a ROM, but that's just what it is. So we can just scroll down and we can do download now. Now, the PlayStation files are big. It's going to take a while to download. These are big. This is like the size of a large app from the App Store. So if you're downloading it on 4G or 3G, it's probably going to take a little while. So we're going to go ahead and select our destination of where we want to download it to. We're going to go ahead and select PlayStation, and I'm going to click choose and download. It will go into my download section. And yes, this game is 463.8 megabytes, which is almost half a gig in size. These are full PlayStation games, so they're going to take a while to download. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this portion up. Alright, finally Final Fantasy is done downloading. As you can see, it does say disc 1, so that's another thing to pay attention to when downloading PlayStation games, is they might possibly be separate discs for separate downloads just because they are so big. So now that it's downloaded, we can go ahead and exit out of Safari and go ahead and open up iFile. And I'm going to back out into documents here. From my last tutorial, if you guys still have the BIOS files in your documents file and you have them in the .retroarch, you can delete them out of the documents file as long as they're pasted into the proper spot. So we're going to go ahead and open up ROMs here, and we're going to go into PlayStation, and there is Final Fantasy right there. So we're going to go ahead and unarchive this, and again, since it is such a big file, this will take a little bit of time as well, and I'll just let it sit here and run. We'll see how long this takes. Shouldn't be too bad. It doesn't take anywhere near as long as it takes to download it. As you can see, I am connected to my Wi-Fi, and when I was downloading this game, it was going at about 300 kilobytes per second, because it also depends on the servers on Cool ROM's part as well. It's not just going to go as fast as your internet allows. There is a happy median when it comes to that kind of stuff. So just let it unarchive here and unpackage. As you can see, it's a different type of file. Normally the ROMs are a .zip. This is a .7z, which is kind of the same thing. So we're just going to let it run, and I'll be back here in a second. And there we go. It just finished. It result with a code 0, which means it worked. So we can go ahead and click done. And as you can see, there's a README file. Delete that. And the normal .7z file is still there. So we can delete that as well, as long as you have the .bin. That is the game right there itself. As you can see, the actual games is kind of like just a blank piece of paper with the corner folded. So we'll delete the .7z, And you definitely want to delete these because it being almost a half a gig in size, if you have both files, that's 1 gig of memory being taken up. So do pay attention very carefully with this. So now it's in there, it's ready to go. Let's go ahead and open up, not cool ROMs, let's open up the RetroArch right here, and we'll back out to ROMs, go back into PlayStation, and then there is Final Fantasy right there. We'll try the top one, I can't read the whole thing, and we'll try and run it here. And let's see if we got a non-corrupted good file. And it looks to be so. It is running. Squaresoft. I'm sure I can't skip this. Whatever. And here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this off the dock here and turn it to the correct orientation. So let's go up to new game, click start, or the button there. And here you go, guys. As you can see, Final Fantasy is running. By the look and sound of it, it is not corrupted. It is running smoothly. And I'll just let this play out for like another 30 seconds, maybe to a minute, just to see some of the graphics here. So there you guys go. I must say this is just incredibly impressive for running these PlayStation games this smooth. Again, like I said earlier in this video, the next tutorial is going to be how to sync up and use a PlayStation 3 controller to actually play these games. And it's pretty incredible, so stay tuned in for that. If you guys did enjoy this quick download tutorial for the PlayStation games, definitely give me a thumbs up. That will help out my video tremendously. Also, if you guys want to see more tutorials like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. And on a side note, all of the links that are needed are down in the description for all of the other videos, so be sure to check that out. This has been Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.